Let's look at some examples of UIs for tablets that are less than optimal and see where they break down. We'll use the factors we discussed as a rubric for grading each UI. This first example shows a list of messages or updates, perhaps it's some kind of social app. It's essentially a list with full width text and images. Let's see how it does against our rubric for what we're optimizing for. Now, firstly, I don't think this design offers a balanced use of space. The left alignment can leave lots of empty space and it feels a bit lopsided. Secondly, anytime you have full width text, this isn't optimizing for reading comfort, as you're likely to exceed the 45 to 75 character line lengths we want. Lastly, I'd say that this design risks blowing images up to fill this width, sacrificing quality. This next example is something like a detail screen with a full width image with an awkward aspect ratio. Looks like it might have a fixed height but a fill width of the screen. Then it has some text content top left aligned. Looking at our optimization goals, I'd say that this design isn't very balanced. All of the content is concentrated here on the top left. This design also doesn't seem to respect image quality. Displaying a small sliver like this is likely to only convey a portion of the whole image. Lastly, I'd say that there might be a missed opportunity to maintain context. This looks like a sparse detail screen. It might have made more sense to show this info in a larger context, say in its own panel or dialogue. Our last example tablet screen shows some kind of image feed. Here the images flow horizontally from left to right. Again, looking at our rubric, I'd say that this design doesn't make a balanced use of space. We have dense content here on the left and sparse areas here on the right. This design also doesn't optimize for image quality. It's not that the layout is likely to blow up images, it's more of a missed opportunity to display them more richly or interestingly. This design appears to use a fixed size for each image, which is a shame. Why not make better use of the space available? Lastly, I've marked it down for overall aesthetic. I'd say that this kind of jagged look, like this, is somewhat awkward. While these examples might seem contrived, they're representative of how many apps out there today aren't thinking adaptively. With some simple tweaks, you can vastly improve how your app might appear on larger devices. Okay, time for a quiz. Take a look at this example tablet app UI. There are clearly a couple of things that could be improved here. Check off the factors on the right if you think the tablet UI is non-optimal in that area. This layout clearly doesn't have a very balanced use of space. The text is at danger of becoming uncomfortably wide for reading, and the image isn't being displayed optimally with this stretched width and awkward aspect ratio.